It's been an honor to work with Rob, and a pain, you know. But that's okay. We all accept each other for what we are. So anyway, Rob Menard is the next guy you're going to hear, and it's an honor to introduce him to you. And so, are you coming back out here? It's all good.
Everybody, if we could have a massive hand for Robert Arthur Menard Freeman on the land, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you, folks. Thanks, Clint. Folks, let's keep it going for Clint and Robert Christie over there. And also, while we're here, we've got a whole lot of giants in the movement here. We've got Mary Elizabeth Croft right here. Let's have a round of applause for her, folks. If you haven't read her book, you can check it out on the internet. I'm not going to tell you the title. Just Google Mary Elizabeth Croft, because I don't remember the title to it. How I clobbered every cash confiscatory. She can't find a publisher because of the title. Folks, we also have some other people here. We've got Reverend Belanger back there. Let's have a round of applause for him. Mr. Gordon Schiller is in the audience. He's a No, he can stay seating. Folks, these people have done a whole lot of work on this movement, and I might, the way I look at it, I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. So if I can see a little bit further than they can, it's only because of the work that they have done. Who here is anyone here from Valley View? Are you? Okay, I'm going to talk about that place then. Oh my God. A little quick story for you before I start on the law. I used to do stand-up comedy. I go into Valley View, Alberta, Bama is how I call it. I go in there at 6 o'clock in the morning. I go in for breakfast. I sit down. I'm the only person in this restaurant. I order bacon and eggs. I'm not even going to talk about the bacon or the eggs. Hash browns. I figure if you're a cook in Canada, you better know how to make hash browns. My hash browns come. They're about 3 chunks of potato the size of softballs. They look like they were boiled for 3 minutes, rolled off, fell onto the grill, rolled onto my plate. I cut them open. They're raw in the center. The waitress comes over. She says, "Is everything okay?" I said, "No, these potatoes, they're raw in the center. Look at that." She said, "Oh, that's how the cook cooks them." I said, "Darling, when the end product is raw, you have no right using the word cook either as a noun or a verb. They're not cooked." She said, "Well, that's how the cook cooks them." I said, "Well, I can't eat them." She said, "Well, that's how the cook cooks them." I said, "Okay, watch this. This is how the customer doesn't pay for them. Take them away and take them off my bill." She looked at me like I had just asked her to squash a litter of puppies with a fridge. She said, "I can't do that." I said, "Why not?" She said, "I punch a button, the bill comes up, I have to charge you what's on that bill." I said, "Okay, I think I can help you out here. How much is a side of potatoes?" $1.50. "How much is my large milk here?" $1.50. I said, "Fine, take away the potatoes and don't charge me for the milk." She looked at me like I was from another planet. You know what she said? "Milk? How can you do that?" I said, "Because of the potatoes." She looked at me and she won the argument. She said, "Milk ain't potatoes." Right then I realized when she asked me, "Is everything okay?" to her, that was just a rhetorical question. So I asked her, I said, "Why do you even bother asking me, is everything okay, if there's absolutely nothing you can do about it when it's not?" I thought I broke her. She wandered off, talked to the manager, came back, said, "Would you like a complaint form?" I look in the kitchen, there's 2 cooks, 3 wait staff, the manager. I'm the only customer in there. They can't cook potatoes, but they have complaint forms all ready for me. I said, "You better bring me 2 of them." She brought me 2. I put my potatoes in it, wrapped it up, said, "Here, you put that on the manager's desk." So I go upstairs at 6 o'clock in the morning. I go upstairs to try to sleep on what is essentially a pile of springs with a little bit of cloth on top of it. 11 o'clock is rolling around. What's coming on? Law and Order. One of my favorite shows. I'm thinking Law and Order. Fries and gravy. I haven't had my daily ration of potatoes yet, right? Law and Order, fries and gravy. I go downstairs to the same restaurant. I look at the menu, and it's something really striking. I found this very funny. They had put the preposition "the" in front of everything on that menu. The order of fries, the side of gravy, the hamburger, like they only had one of each. I looked at that, I said, oh, look at this. I'd like the order of fries and the side of gravy. Fries and gravy? The order of fries and the side of gravy. Fries and gravy? The order of fries, the side of gravy. Fries and gravy? Yes, fries and gravy. She goes into the kitchen, fries and gravy, comes back out with my to-go container. I open it up. Fries smothered in gravy. Now, this is not what I wanted. When I'm watching Law and Order, I need to be able to control the fry to gravy factor per individual fry. Sometimes I want some gravy, sometimes I don't. What I don't want is a great big soggy mess. I said, look, I didn't want this. I specifically ordered from the menu. I said the order of fries and the side of gravy. She said, you said yes to fries and gravy. I said, well, that's what I ordered. The order of fries, the side of gravy. Well, around here, when someone says yes to fries and gravy, that means they want the gravy on the fries. I said, I'm glad I didn't order soup and salad. But this isn't what I want. I said, let's try it again. You take this away, because what I want, I pulled out the menu, I want the order of fries and the side of gravy. Fries with gravy on the side? The order of fries with the side of gravy. Fries with gravy on the side? Yes, fine. She goes in. Now he wants the gravy on the side. The cook looks out at me like I'm the devil. Finally, my thing comes. I got like 2 minutes to Law and Order, right? I open it up. Gravy. Fries poured down one side. I went, listen, I didn't want a full soggy mess. What makes you think I want half a soggy mess? I said, look, I want a side of gravy. I want my gravy in a separate container. I'll pay for this one, throw it away, give it to someone. But here's what I want. I want virgin fries. I want fries that don't know ketchup, never met mayo, couldn't spell gravy if their life depended on it. All I want are fries. Okay, fine. She goes in. Now all he wants are fries. They have to almost hold this cook back, eh? Finally, the fries come. I open it. Fine, that's what I want. Now go get me some gravy. Don't touch my fries. Just go get me gravy. She's like, well, how can I get you gravy if you won't give me your fry container? Don't you have a little container that you can put some gravy in? You know what she said to me? Those are for mayo. I highlight the story one. I wanted to start off with a bit of humor. But plus, it expresses how much language is important to us. It expresses that you might use the exact same language as someone else, but if you don't understand, if you're operating upon a presumption or an assumption, you are not going to get what you want. These words mean things, and if you don't know what these words mean, you are going to be getting soggy fries when you want virgin fries and a side of gravy. And the Law Society loves doing this. They want you to eat the soggiest fries imaginable. Now, let's ask ourselves, why are we all here? Look, a room full of people from young, old, all sorts. I mean, from across the entire community spectrum. Why are we all here? I think we're all here because we know on a fundamental level in our hearts that we have a right to peace and abundance, and we aren't getting this. It's like there's a big stink in the room. Everyone can smell it. Everyone's going, oh my God, who cut that one? And there's a group of lawyers in the corner with nose plugs on saying, smells like roses to me. We know there's a big stink in the room. We know that they use words they will claim are our laws that have the force of law over us, and yet at the same time they will claim that we cannot possibly understand these words because we are not a lawyer. There's a guy by the name of David E. Sherman. He's one of the premier tax accountants. And if you look in Snafu and Google David E. Sherman, he's on the record as stating these detaxers think they know what they're talking about. They read something that looks like English, but it's not. It's law, and they can't understand it. I called them on that. I said, if they can't understand it, how is it constitutional to use this to create liability on them? Never heard back from them. I think that's why we're here, and more importantly, what we want is we want to find remedy to this situation. We don't want to just sit around complaining about it. Glad you could make it. Yeah, Valley View, I was in Valley View. I got some potatoes. They were uncooked. Got some fries. I'm just catching you up. Talking about why we're here. We want remedy. We want our power back. We want our remedy, and we want to hold these people to the... We don't want to beat them up. We want abundance. We want peace. We don't want a life of conflict with these people, and we shouldn't have to dig through the shit they manufacture in order to find the diamonds of our freedom. To recap bursting bubbles of government deception, I look at what I'm about to teach you as high school. Bursting bubbles was essentially grade school. Fundamental 3 things you should have learned. 1, you are not a person. You have a person. It exists in association with you. Statutes are not laws. They do not apply to you. They apply to your person. And finally, believe it or not, you want your freedom. You want to become a free man on the land. You have to treat these people with compassion, regardless of what they've done to you, and I know how difficult that can be.